Oh, I did that the other day. I went through a
Take
whole
two.
thing, a
The
whole thing, and
whole
I
thing.
recorded. I did.
Gosh, so welcome to the recording.
Well, mine says I'm recording, but I don't know how.
No,
No, you're
I'm
not doing
recording
it. We
all
are.
y'all, so you're
Yeah.
recording it now.
Mary's not recording. It's something I hit.
So, all right, so let me share with you guys about our affiliate program, okay? Because it's very exciting, and we're going to talk a little bit about it first at the beginning of the recording before we get to some training. But if you're using this LFI Shuffle card and you are maximizing your businesses with it, then you need to share with everybody on how it's working for you. It's the only digital platform that you can use on all social media, anything that runs off Google, and works as a mini website that you can add videos to and everything else. But on top of that, everybody that you know that this could work for, you can start earning money. So if you're already an affiliate with us, you want to go to affiliate.lfi.com, and then you want to activate your affiliate status. If you are not an affiliate or with Shuffle yet, and you're just joining one of us, and you're seeing this video because somebody shared it with you, then use their banner link and their referral code, and then just start it up right when you do, because it costs $0. It costs $0 to be an affiliate with them. It's not $10 a month, and then it'll pay out 6 generations, 10% off your first, 8% all the way down to your 6th. And as you bring on 4 affiliates or 4 people, every time you bring on 4, they'll open up more levels down to 10. So you can earn up to 10 levels with this. So it's definitely very lucrative. It is also the only affiliate program that you do not have to make a quota for to stay in. Meaning, as long as you're active, you're always going to, whether you recruit or bring on any new affiliates, you are always going to just keep earning. So if you get like 10 people, you will continue to earn off those 10 people forever without doing anything except staying active.
And it's almost a passive thing, because I just turn the banner on in mine mostly. And I do say something about it once in a while. We just started doing these Zooms, so it's not like the Zoom training we did from the beginning. And it paid for itself within the first month of just sharing it out like regular, because the people you share with have businesses too, lots of them. And it's not just the other people like on your team or something, but like hairdressers and dentists and people I sat next to at Jiffy Lube, and just regular old people. It wasn't necessarily people I know in my own industry. It was just
absolutely
anybody.
It's everybody. I mean, it literally is. I don't know, everybody who they hand you a business card. That's that big question. I know Lisa gets it. They're like, well, do I need a regular business card with my Shuffle then, or do you just use Shuffle? No, you use them all. Okay, you still use a regular business card. Even though these go in the garbage, you still pass them out. But if somebody hands you one, immediately take out your phone, take a picture of it, put it in there, and hand it back to them. And then when you give it back to them and they're like, oh, I don't want it back, say, no, I have all your information in here. Why? Go utilize it with somebody else, because otherwise it goes in the garbage. And like, tell them that out of every 100 cards that you give out, 99 of them are in the garbage out of every 100. With your Shuffle, it's never in the garbage. They can save that to their desktop. They can save it to their phone. Once they view it and you update it, they get a notification that you updated the card. I mean, just a no-brainer. You could do the QR codes. You can put it on the side of your vehicle. I mean, I just got done telling somebody this morning, I said, listen, I said, every year, I mean, I have a website with the lawn care because I need to be on Google and yada, yada, whatever. And that's like $318 a year, because you need the $18 to keep the domain. And once you have it, you don't want somebody else to grab your name. And then you got to, the service that's running that is like $300 a year. It's expensive. Well, this is not even $300 a year at $10 a month. It's not $300 a year. So, and they're 10 miniature websites. So when you share this out, it looks identical to a paid website. So when you share it on social media, the banner that shows up looks just like a regular website.
Did you see what Molly's using it for? That's one we haven't talked about and hadn't thought about, I think.
Which one?
She's sending out birthdays greetings with it. Now, I hadn't thought about that. You set it up for birthday, and you could have a YouTube video for like the Beatles singing happy birthday. You could put anything you want on there. Or you could have your own personal greeting where you made a video, or no video and just a graphic. You could do a million things with that. That's another layer of happy birthday that would be awesome for people to get.
It actually would be.
I hadn't even thought of that. Yay! What are we going to show today? Who has an idea they want to, or is anybody stuck?
Who's stuck?
Who's stuck? Let's fix your problem.
We're problem solvers here. Well, good news is, and it's being recorded. I probably shouldn't say it yet. I'll tell you all at the end. So if you want to hear the good news, you're just going to have to wait till I stop the record at the end. So.
No, that's
Yep,
not funny.
Just going to have to wait because
funny.
this goes on YouTube. We can't put it out there. So it's I can't.
Don't
it's
tell me
spoiler
you're
alert.
pregnant. You're pregnant.
Now then I would be rich.
Hey,
No,
Lisa.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Lisa.
Married, I didn't know.
Yeah, I have a question. This is Lorona. How do you do like bullets and stuff? Can you do bullets on
From
the
your
shuffle?
phone.
Yeah. Oh, from the phone? I can't do it from the computer?
I can't get it to do it from the computer. Can you, Lisa?
The computer.
Like
or
when
the
you're
phone?
doing your descriptions and you want to.
Yeah,
bullet point
description.
stuff.
I want like a check mark or a bullet
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, I've always done that from my phone because the emojis show up. And I don't know, did the emojis show up when we're doing a card on? I don't even know. I don't think they do.
Never tried to do that. I
For the
never have
bullets.
put a huge amount of information like I saw some examples that everybody put up where they put a huge amount of information in the description part as part of the welcome card. I've never even tried to do that. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Okay.
So-
All right. Thank
Well,
you.
we can try it. We'll try it and see, but I can definitely
Okay.
100% tell you if you design it from your phone,
Uh-huh.
whatever you want, emojis, bullet points, whatever, because it's right on your phone. It shows
Okay.
up.
All right.
We'll try
Thank
it
you.
today. Did you guys go over making a campaign and doing lead capture?
No, let's do that. No, I do
right.
basic. When you
Basic.
leave it up to me, I stick to the basics.
We stick to the basics. Well, I'll share my screen. We'll do one to show you how you do a campaign, which I highly recommend doing, and then how you can make lead capture when you do it on that campaign so that you can capture information. And that's the ones that I use when I did it on my Instagram. So I've showed you guys that one before. So let me share my screen. Okay, and go into shuffle. There's shuffle. There's a lot of stuff on this computer, like, wow. All right. Well, I think the first thing I want to do anyways is I need to upgrade to 100 cards. So I'm going to have to get that done because I keep having to delete cards to make new ones. So let's upgrade, y'all. As long as I don't have to put any credit card information, and we'll just do it now. Oh my God. Does this card work? So as you know, you can have your standard 10 cards for $10 a month. You can upgrade it one time to 100 cards, and it's one time $50, and now I have 100 cards for the same price every month. I'm going to have 100 cards. So this is going to be great. So awesome. Now we can make a new card. So create a card. All right, so when you go to create your card, you want to do it, go through the templates, kind of check out which ones you like. You guys know I love the first three because the first three of them, make you guys smaller. The first three are the ones that have the little roundabout at the bottom. I can't remember what it's called, but where you can put all the pictures in. Then after that, it's basically how you want it to be set up. So do you want your banner on the top if you want a banner with a video and then the information and the picture at the bottom, or so on and so forth. So you kind of look and see what you want. So let's do a pretty basic card. I don't know if I want to even do a video. Let's just do a basic card like this one right here. I'm going to choose this Jane Doe with the little round top.
Thank you for my bonus coins.
You're welcome. All right, so then you go here. If you decide you don't like this, then you can, of course, change the template. It walks you through so that you can change your button color. So let's just pick a different button color altogether. So I'm really liking like pinks. Or I'm going to do like a pink. Pink's pretty. There we go. It'll also, should pick my, go to level 2. Next. I wanted to choose my profile information already. So then I should have used blue then, because that's the color of this, but that's okay. So I have to change my name because I haven't done that yet. So even though it won't be official for quite some time because the Social Security office won't see anybody, I'll still put it on there. That's the email, that'll be the phone number, not doing those. I'm not going to put a Facebook Messenger bot up this time. Don't have an alternative. Actually, I can put an alternative phone number on now because I have another one. No, local one. And doesn't say Youngstown, not good. And National Recruiter. We can use that for this. And I'm in Georgia. All right, obviously you need to change that too. So now you're in your about text down here. Let me see if it uses an emoji. Let's go over here. We don't want to use this yet. Let's go to the next one. Change my picture first. We're going to come back to that. Which field didn't I fill out? Do I have to fill out this field? I don't have to fill out this field. What am I missing? My computer's stuck. There we go. Oh, the card tile. I didn't do the card title. Oh, let's call this just information. I'll change it later. So you want to call it whatever you're going to remember. And then I'm going to change my photo because I want it to match what I'm wearing. So I know it's on my computer, so I'm going to upload a new photo from here so that it matches. That'll match my pink. There we go. Now it's pink. Lovely. Then if I want to have this LFI banner down here, I can change the logo. But you know what? I don't know that I want a logo on it. So let me see if there's anything in here that I might want to put on there. Would be pretty basic. Well, I have a bunch of them, but I don't know that I'm going to use any of them. I don't want a logo on it. So we're just going to skip that. Go on. We'll use the LFI. All of my stuff's already on here. Oh, some of them are missing. I'm going to have to fix that too. So you're always going to want to make sure these are filled out. Obviously, those need to be fixed. I don't use Skype or WhatsApp. I'm not going to put Snapchat on there this time. If I want to put a YouTube video on it, I would add it here. I would probably use, say, if I wanted to use this to help to get more shuffle people, I could go in here and add one of my YouTube videos. So I would go into YouTube to my own channel and use maybe one of our trainings like that. I put all these trainings up. You guys can literally go in if you wanted to share one of our meetings that we keep putting up here for you guys. And like this one, for instance, and I could just share it out. Copy the link, go back in and paste it on. Check out our Zoom meeting. You can put more on there if you want to. And then if I want to add any link buttons like come and join, you know, the LFI, I don't have to put on there because it's at the bottom. But if I was going to use it for something other than that, I could put this on here. Like if it was for whatever business, that's where you put that. We're not going to add a button this time. We're just trying to get to it so that I can show you how to make this work for, okay, so we have to go back to the beginning on the info so we could see if those emojis work. All right, so. Interested in using this wonderful digital platform for your business? Question mark. Here are a few good reasons. Let me see if emojis show up. They might. There's a check mark. Whoa, that's how you do it. Yay! All right, so did you guys catch that? Now, we're gonna see if it shows up. What's one good reason why we want to use Shuffle? Nobody wants to give me a good reason? Where's group participation here? Did I lose everyone?
It's easy.
Yeah, it's paper free, or so it's green.
It's quick.
It is.
And-
What else?
It's quick and I can
Inexpensive.
do it from my bed.
Environmentally
gonna-
friendly.
You're gonna right click, and then once you right click on here, you right click, the first thing that comes up is emoji. Once you get emoji, then you're gonna click what emoji you wanna use, and then you can just close that out. Paper free,
Inexpensive.
Environmentally friendly. There you go.
environmentally friendly. Environmental, oh my God.
Yeah, that's probably the same as paper free, but I wanted to see you struggle spelling
So
environmentally.
I think I did good. Is that how you say, is that right? Or are there two L's or one? You normally have to ask my computer.
You know,
You left an N out, I think, before the M.
Byron.
No, wait a minute. I don't know. Sorry.
IRONMENT.
Okay, hold on. We got to go back again. ENVIRO.
BIRONMENTALLY.
I missed the N. There we go. I didn't do too bad. I only missed an N. All
And I
right.
didn't look it up on my iPad.
Nice.
Sure. We believe you.
I was on the verge of asking,
All right. Those are the ones. And then
need something
use the
quick now.
banner below to get your own cards started today. All right, so let's see. All the little check marks showed up. Look how cute. So that's awesome. It works. I'm so excited. You know, I often did wonder if that actually worked, and it does. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So again, all of the stuff shows up the way that you want it. You have all of the, again, this is the only thing that you're going to share with people that have all the ways to get a hold of you on one platform. You know, and coming from the experience of going to places and saying, oh, hold on, let's connect on Facebook. Now you got to go find each other. You know, I just simply share my card and say, here, my links are on there. You find me, and then we'll be good. That's how we do it. And then you save it once you have it the way you want it. And it tells you you're successful. That's awesome. And there it is. There's my card. So now once your card is made, then you want to go in under here, and then you want to go under campaigns. So you want to click on campaigns. Now there are no campaigns, so we're going to create a new campaign. And you need to call it something so that you know what it is. So I'm going to call it Facebook Advertise. And I'm going to call it that because every single time somebody clicks on it from this Facebook share, I'm going to know they clicked on this campaign. And I'll create another campaign after that for Instagram and another one for like LinkedIn or wherever, just because I like it that way. You don't have to do it. You can call it whatever you want and use just one. I'm just anal like that, so that's what I do. Shuffle ad for Facebook. That's
Phyllis said
also-
anal.
Yes, I did. So then you shuffle out for Facebook. That's also just information for you. Now, if you want to re-watch this or you want it quicker and you want to learn how, I'll show you the help tab again when we're on here, because their marketing team does an excellent job at breaking this down to like a very short, that's all they do is show you how to set up a campaign, which kind of sometimes easier. I like my summaries the way they are. I want them all pushed individual and email. If you don't like all those notifications, turn them off or just do it daily. Right here, you want to click include lead capture. Once you do that, then it shows you how do you want your lead capture to appear. Only at the bottom of the card as an optional pop-up, like I've shown you in other trainings, or a mandatory pop-up, like you definitely want their information. You want them to give you information before they get to your card. So they got to fill something in just to view your card. It's not always a good idea because sometimes you just close it and not view your card. But if you're really looking to get lead capture, the mandatory pop-up is usually the way to go. That's what I do. Mandatory field. So they're gonna ask for their first name no matter what. That's mandatory. After that, it's additional. So my additional field that I'm gonna want is just a short text field, and I'm gonna ask for phone number. And I want it to be mandatory. And then I also want to ask for an email address, but I'm just going to make that optional, not mandatory. And I kind of should capitalize the E, it'd look better. And then if there's anything else that you want to get from them, address, whatever your card might be, this is where you would add it. Now, if you want to do one of the fields like a radio box or a drop down or a check box, upload your business card photo, which that's new. I've never seen that before. We're going to have to play with that when I'm done. You would pick one of these. So my drop down menu would be titled, what kind of business do you have? I got to get rid of the noise. Hold on. Somebody's noisy. Go. Okay, so what kind of business do you have? Or better yet, it's going to be a drop down. So yeah, we'll do that. What kind of business? 2 S's, not 2 E's. We can make it this. Drop down optional would be direct sales. Boop. Retail. What's another kind of business they might use this for?
Real estate.
Virtual or online.
Real estate or online. Okay. And that'll give you an idea of maybe what they're using it for. So whatever it is that you need. And then let's see what this card is now. Upload business card photo. So where do you put it? Do they upload it? I don't even understand what this does. Okay, so we're definitely didn't do anything. Okay, so we're gonna leave that on there just to see what it does when we share it. I've never seen it before. That's new. All right, so I'm gonna create it. So once you get your information on it, it's created, this is your face, this is your link. So now you could use this, and then that's what you want to plaster at your event on everything, and then every time they scan it, then you'll know. Also keep in mind when you use a QR code, if somebody scans your QR code, they're linked with you. So I don't think that's changed, which is pretty awesome. And then where you can share it. So of course you don't have to call it Facebook, you can call it all social media platforms and just do them all at once. But I'm of course just going to do it with this. You can copy the link and share it out that way, but I'm just going to do it on Facebook because it's my Facebook campaign. Again, I won't say the word, but that's what I am, so I have to do them separate. All right, there's me. And interested in using this wonderful digital platform for your business, here are. So I'm, of course, going to put up here best way to capture customers. What do you use? So I'm just going to say that. You want to say something that people are actually going to want to click on it, and it's up. So I'm going to close that out. We're going to go into Facebook, which I closed because there was notifications. And there it is. So now let's see what happens when we click on the card. Oh, look at that. So, oh, that's very cool. They can upload their own business card. I like that. That is awesome. So now when you're doing an event, they literally can just give you their own business card. That's very cool. So now as you can see, I can't click past this. I'm clicking all over my screen. I can't get to the card without filling this information in. So, you know, you would have to put your first name and your last name and an email. So email, I didn't make that mandatory, so I don't have to. There's not an asterisk. Well, direct sales, what am I in? I'm in, well, let's go with real estate. And then if I choose a file to upload my business card, I think I have it on here. So let's see how that looks.
Lisa, is there an option there for them to take a picture of it?
No,
Like,
it says upload card and you have to choose a file. So you'd have to choose some kind of file. Oh, be careful, you might get some really interesting pictures. Okay, so, all right, so there's my card, there's the bullet points, everything's on there, so the card looks great. I filled out the information. So now let's go back into LFI and see what it looks like. When you
It
do
could
stuff like
be-
this,
It could be on your phone. It lets you take the picture at the time.
it
But
might.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
If you guys can try that later, it's on, I'll keep that up. You guys can, from your phone, go to my Facebook and then bring it up and see, fill it out and see how it looks, or do it yourself. But it tells you under this notifications tab that I have a new contact that I received. So I'm going to click on it and see what it shows me. Wow, the business card showed up in the, oh, I love that. It tells me that it's my tag, already tagged it as a Facebook ad and as a lead capture. So I have other programs I use for real estate that do this. So if I put it out there, it will collect those and it tags them in my database that I use with them. So that is very, very cool. It tags it for you, so it's easy for you to go into your tags and find that. I love that. All right, I'm gonna unshare this so I can see what's going on with the chat because I can't get to the chat. All right, so let's see, that's cool. Beavis and Butthead. All right, yay, we found emoji. So I'm super excited. So isn't that easy to create a campaign? And you can keep doing that over and over again, like create a campaign, get the leads, have it generate in your shuffle so that you're utilizing it.
When you're
So,
on the
Lisa, I have a
phone,
question about the campaign. So the campaign itself, like it doesn't run for a certain time, or what makes it a campaign? Just that it's always there, or?
It's always there and it's always gathering that information within that campaign. So what if you want to utilize, for instance, people that are real into numbers and seeing how things work out, when I go back to my cards, so if you're that numbers person, this is how you can really keep track of what's going on. I've had 2 views. So if I want to look at how my card's doing and see my activity, so, and I'm going to go under activity. Where's my thing at?
by the way, it does allow you to take a picture.
Yay!
It says take photo or get from the photo gallery.
Where are the unchecked preview activity stats? That's what it's called. Good Lord, I couldn't remember. So when you have a campaign going and you look at your stats, it keeps track of them. So all of this, so now if you use that campaign on all avenues, and if you would have used it and shared that same campaign out everywhere, since if you would have used the LinkedIn and the Instagram, if you use those, this breaks up and shows you how many you have being viewed from Facebook, how many you have viewed from here, and it keeps it. It'll keep all this viewer clicks. It keeps all your status stuff separate,
Okay, cool.
which is very cool. So then you can kind of like, oops, where did we go? You can kind of see what's, that's not what I wanted. You can kind of see what it's doing.
Okay. And then if you create a campaign for the different cards, you can see which type of card is doing well or
Well.
getting, okay.
Right. And then keep in mind, like Janet asked, yeah, to do lead capture, you have to make a campaign. The lead capture doesn't show up unless you're creating a campaign.
Got
So create campaigns just to use a lead capture. Any other questions? What were you saying, Lisa?
I'm trying to get it to send you my business card. Oh yeah, I just sent it. It just sent it.
Oh, good.
Of
Let's
course,
go in.
did you hear me gasp? Because this is a business card that still has senior executive unit leader.
Yes, it's been a minute since you've used those cards. Now, what's really cool, and I have to say, I mean, because I am an advocate of both, I'm an advocate of passing stuff out wherever I can. So if I can get your information and then I can also hand you something, I'm going to do it all, okay? Because that's
yeah.
me. I'm about covering all my bases. I actually just went on Office Max and got business cards for real estate that have on the back of them, you know, you're welcome for the complimentary drink, because I'm always buying people coffee and I do it through the drive-through. So I hand the business card to the drive-through person to hand to the person that I bought the coffee for, that I'm the person who got it. So I wanted to say it on the back.
Oh, that's awesome idea.
Yep. So, I mean, and you could do it just with that. Oh, let's see. I got a new contact. Let's go check it out. Oh, it is. Look at that. It's the old card.
You know what was funny? It wouldn't take it when I did it up and down. It wanted to take it this way.
This way.
And
Yep.
then it switched it. It straightened it out for you.
Yep.
So that's kind of neat.
That's perfect. And then I just clicked on it, came right up. And again, it tagged you from my Facebook ad and it tagged you into my lead capture. So this is a lead capture from my Facebook ad. So depending on how I want to gather information from people, when you're going to go under and you want to search your tags out and I want to do lead capture comes up here. Everybody who I've got from lead capture shows up under here. Look at that. Look at all the lead captures I've picked up. I
That's
mean,
awesome.
so that's how your tags work. And it's important that you know your $10 a month that you're paying for Shuffle keeps track of all this information for you. There's no reason to have 16 other things doing it. Like when I'm telling you, you want to do follow-ups through here. I mean, you want to make sure like your guy comes and he's going to come and fix your, like I went home. I should go back to Ohio. It cost me a fortune. I had to buy my son a car, and buy the whole car, but I put the down payment down on that car, and then I had to fix a garage door, and then I had to get the house power washed. Oh my God, I'm not coming back here no more. This is nothing but cost me money. So, but when they show up, I usually get their information and their business card or whatever they give me, and I take a picture in Shuffle, and I put it in there, and I tag them as garage door guy. And I put a follow-up in there that they're coming to fix the garage door on such and such a date. And then I never forget. I never forget. So when you go into your next appointment and you're going to go get your teeth cleaned, take their card they give you. They can't wait to give you that reminder card. Take a picture of it and then take a look. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm putting the reminder in my phone. And then I'm going to keep your business card. All their information's on it, how to call them back, their phone numbers. It's right there.
Lisa, does that upload them to your contacts in Shuffle when you take a picture of their card, or it just does a
Yeah.
reminder?
It goes into your contacts. Yep. So that way, Deanna, when you do that and you give them their card back and they're like, no, keep it. You see it comes up, looks just like the card you took a picture of. And when you do it, you can take a picture of the back as well. So,
By the way, thank you, Larona. Thank you for asking about the emoji thing, because now that she showed us how to do it, I'm going to do it too. That's awesome. And I wouldn't have thought to ask that question.
and I am too, because I can't tell
Thank
you.
you.
That's why I always did them from my phone, because I'm like, I can't. You know why I learned how to do the emoji thing? Let me show you how cute this is. So we'll just go in real quick, just so I never knew where to find these. So if you have things that you have to use little extra stuff for, let's go into my cards and edit that one real quick, and I can show you. We go into the card, you click on edit. So when you go into your information, so if I want to put on here, say I want to go, it should work here. If I want to do this as a real estate and I want to put that I'm a realtor, when you do that, you're supposed to use that little emoji that says your trademark. This little thing, I never knew what that was for. See, all your extra special stuff is here.
Oh,
It's a registered trademark.
oh,
So being a realtor, just because somebody sells real estate doesn't make them a realtor. I'm part of a board to be a realtor. I pay for that. So that gives me extra perks. So that's why they use that symbol, because just not everybody's, a realtor. But that's why I found that little emoji thing when I was typing. So yeah.
well, that's one more awesome reason to learn everywhere, not stay in
learn-
your own
See? Isn't that
one
cool?
company bubble. Learn from
That's right.
everywhere.
Gotta
That's
learn
awesome.
from everywhere. Yep. So now that I saved it, the two people, myself and Lisa, viewed it. Now I'm going to notify my users who have received this card previously. That's the importance of when you've made your card, when you redo the card, I try to keep them about the same. So if I've shared cards out about lawn care, I don't make that a beauty card all of a sudden, because I want to notify everybody and say yes, because sometimes you just have a name change, or sometimes your title changes, or something like that, or now you have new services. So like if I wanted to upgrade Excellence Lawn Services card, I would upgrade it on services. Everybody who's viewed that card is interested in the lawn service. So they're going to get that notification and they're going to want to look at the card. Another thing that you don't get with a paper card, the same. So.
No, that's awesome.
Mhm.
That is awesome. Now I'm like, oh, because I'm going to do the birthday thing and I'm going to do the emoji thing.
Well, now I have the 100 cards, so I have some new signs that I purchased that I'm buying. I'm putting 200 signs out for real estate. So, because I just am not busy enough. So I'm gonna go rummage up some more business, and I'm gonna make some cards for that too. I can't wait.
That's
Oh my
awesome.
gosh! So I can take a picture of the box of business cards that I have sitting here on my table, and then get them all in my Shuffle app.
Yes, that's what I did. And every time you do that, Deanna, you're going to send them your card. So you bring up the card that it's relevant to. So if it's, you're sharing all your Avon card right out, if you want it to be your catalog or recruiting or whatever it is, use that card when you open it up to put their card in. And then, yeah, add them in and send them your card. And then just tell them in the thing, open it up and say, sending you my business card and saving your business card so that I don't lose it ever again. It's in my app. Ask me how.
So on the signs you get printed, you could have the QR code put on there, the
Sure could.
signs that you get printed, or if you're putting posters on a bulletin board too, you could put your QR code
Yeah,
on it,
or on your car.
on your car.
Just, Uber has them, on the back, so you can put them on your back window, scan for more information.
That's perfect.
Okay,
Do,
love it.
do a curiosity post on your car. Make everybody go and do it. But Deanna, that'll be great. I did that. That's why I don't have any cards anymore. Every time, and when you're in a room full of people, you guys, anytime you're in a meeting, not that people are peopling like that yet, because I get it. We're all like not allowed to be with more than so many people at a time, and still all that's going on. But even the smaller groups, when you're with people you don't know, it's that I'm a networker. Okay, I want information from people. I open my Shuffle app on my phone. And I go, I want to get as many informations from everybody. I want your information, your phone numbers. Can you just fill this out for me? And I ask every one of them to fill it out. And when I do that, I send them my card. And every one of them, I promise you, will say, what are you using? What is that? And then you explain to them. And before you know it, they're like, I want to use that. That sounds great. And there you
And
go.
then yours is paid for,
Yep.
and then you're getting money.
Right.
That's awesome.
Because if you can get 4 people, and those 4 people get 4 people, and those 4 people get 4 people, you can make $10,000 a year with Shuffle.
And it's like the shampoo thing though, because I certainly didn't realize it would get that big. My thing, I'll just tell you, my network total has 486 people.
Right.
But that it wasn't all the first people. The first people I just showed it to, there's people I don't have any idea who they are way down in the 5th and 6th and stuff. I have
Right.
no idea. Yeah. Yeah, it works out. And it's because I think it's so good for any business that it takes off like that.
Yeah,
Weird.
361.
Nice. That is awesome. Lori says, so if you join and do a $10 a month, is that for 10 different cards to all platforms during 1 month?
Yeah, but $10 a month gives you 10 different cards, and you can use them on anything you want. Every platform, email, everything. There's you do it as much as you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's unlimited, right?
Unlimited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and and if you decide to get the 100 cards, because after you make a bunch, you sometimes want more, it's a one-time charge.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then you have
top grade.
100 cards for $10 a month.
Yeah.
So
And
for
you-
instance,
They've never charged it for how much you use it. That's always been the same included. It's how many
So-
cards. Yeah.
mind blowing here as a real estate agent, you get listings, right? We get listings. So if you have 10 listings, well, that would utilize 10 cards real quick. I'm all for making a card for every listing. So if you have realtor friends or real estate agents that you're friends with, show them this app and tell them, listen, this will say, and I know I do it. I'm in the business. So if I can make a card for every one of my listings, and when I meet somebody when I'm out, or people are at a showing, like if I'm showing one of my houses and I have 2 other homes that I know I'm interested in selling, and they come in and they're not particularly wanting to go see this one, it's great to give them a flyer and say, hey, go check it out. But it's also great to say, here, let me just send you my 2 other houses. And on that card, I have a video of the house. It's a walkthrough. I have all the links. So if they need credit repair, if they're looking for a loan, if they want to look at all of my people that I'm affiliated with are on there. And then I also have like all the specs. So this is a 4-bedroom house. It has 3 baths. So that whole description tells them all about everything about that house. So they get everything they need right from one link, and I text it to them. So they can still, of course, go to that house. They're going to want to view it in person. But right now with COVID and all the crap going on in the world, it's nice to save people a trip if they don't have to. Or maybe that person, like we've had them not wanting to show their home, but on maybe 1 day a week, and that's not convenient. At least I can show it to them. Do you know car salespeople? Same with their cars. I mean, they can take a picture of the deal of the day and send it to all their clients. So if they have all their clients in their phone and they have them tagged as if they're, for instance, selling the Chevy, whatever, and their Equinox or whatever goes on special, they can literally have a card. All their 300 clients that have come through and test driven, they can have them, 50 of them were for Equinox. So all 50 of them get that card. They go in and change it. There's a $4,000 rebate. That's one click. One click. I mean, the time that it saves for you when you're doing business is just incredible. If they want to use their noodle for something other than this adorable little thumb holding on their little face, you know, use the noodle, market it out, save time. I'm telling you, it's great. It's great. And it's unlimited. So like, it gets me excited because of course, when I speaking to ER Wolf today, you know, it's just fun to talk to him, but he's his excitement level because of course it's his program and he just loves it. But he knows what it can do and the impact. And I've never embraced it as such. I just share it with everybody. Like Lisa, we just share it. It doesn't make a full-time business out of it. I just share it because I know what it does. So when somebody's like, what tools do you use for your business? I know when somebody's serious because I share the 3 top tools that I use. And when they're utilizing them, then I know they're serious about really being serious about business. You'll know.
And I think for direct sellers, it's good because even if you're not that creative and don't want to create a bunch of cards, which that's like the cherry on top of the sundae, but I used that one card for like 2 years and something and did just fine. I sold a whole bunch more stuff in my direct sales company. I got a whole bunch more business. And then all of the things that you've been showing us, I have cards now for just the safety products and cards for just the skincare and cards for just the campaign. That's just added extra business. So, you know, start with the basic card. And then as you learn stuff from like on these Zooms, or if you go to the company training, then you can get more into it, but don't let it stop you from earning money today. Go out, because I was earning money, more money in my direct sales business and paying for the shuffle thing immediately upon starting to use it, because I just took the time to make a card and I just made sure I gave it out a lot and continued consistently to give it out a lot. And then over time, learned the other stuff. So don't let it overwhelm you that there's all these choices, because that isn't as important as getting something basic on there. And even if it's not just the way you want it, you can always fix it. But just
yeah, see how easy I went and fixed it? 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And you could do it from your phone or wherever. My 3 top tools, Deanna, you're already using 2 of them: Shuffle, Send Out Cards, and BombBomb. They're my top tools.
Did you say BombBomb, like ice cream?
BombBomb is an video email application. So if you want me, I'll send you the information. I mean, I'll be happy to. I love it. I don't share it out a lot because it's more expensive than it's not more expensive than Send Out Cards, but I use it all the time. It's that video. It's like unlimited. It doesn't spam me out. So I can upload all my contacts in there to send an email to. And instead of typing out the email, I send them an email video, but it moves a little when they open up the email. So they push on it to play it, and it just plays. And then they get all the information that I need them to get. And it works out. I mean, it works out great with real estate because it's that personal, but it's been great for the team because it saves me time. Also
Yeah,
tells
I'm
you,
interested in info on that. That sounds
also
cool.
tells you who's opening it, like Shuffle.
You should put the link for that in the group in case anybody else wants it.
Okay, we can do that. All right, let me go in here. I can't do 2
Yay.
things at once, so Lisa will have to chat with you all while I'm doing that. You know me.
Lisa who?
Wilbur's gonna have to chat for a minute while I find it. Here it is. I think too, you guys, is it runs, I can't tell you a thing about, but they do have an affiliate program with it. So you make, I don't know, I've made $0 from it, but I mean, I have.
Oh,
some
you're
people-
doing a
I don't
Wilbur.
even
Don't
know.
do that.
I don't even
Don't
know
do
how
a
to
Wilbur.
figure it out right now. I haven't had time. I just use it because it's that important to me.
You know, it's just funny that you and I, we probably get along because of that, but something that we really like Shuffle and like Send Out Cards and now like BombBomb, it's just almost like we throw ourselves in it head first without asking 10 million questions because it works. And if we happen to earn money from it, all the better. But it wasn't like, you know what I mean? I see too many people on Facebook ask 5 million questions before they even try it. And we're like, we just try it balls to the wall. Oh, sorry, I said balls. and then sort it out afterward. You know what I mean? And I actually think that's a better strategy because many times, and we've tried stuff we didn't like and abandoned it. And we've tried these two things, especially, and BombBomb now that we do like and have thrown ourselves into it. So I think you have to try a lot of stuff, but you have to throw yourself right in because I see so many people who never get past the, I'm going to ask 5 million clarifying questions about this before I even try it. And then they never do it. They never get in. They never, never take off with it.
All right, I'll have to find it. I can't find it. It's in here. I just never do it. So I'll
your
put
link?
it out there for you guys. Yeah, I don't know what the link is. I have no idea. All I know is I use it. Somebody sends them to me all the time and I'm like, oh my God, and I could do it from my phone. I can literally do, and then I can share it on social media. So if I want to do a quick video, I can use BombBomb, do a quick video and you can put it on Facebook. So it's very cool. Yeah.
Well, these three things have something in common, though, is that it builds a relationship. You can make it personalized. You can send it out to a bunch of people, but it still looks personalized for them. I mean, that's, oh, by the way, Lori says we're wonderful.
Oh, thanks, Lori.
But I think in this, right now, this day and age, it's all about relationship marketing. People buy, Bob Berg says, people buy from people they know, like, and trust. The way that people are going to know, like, and trust you is if you communicate with them and send them nice things and be personalized with your information and provide them good service. I mean, all of those things count now more than ever. They always counted, but they count now more than ever. Because referrals, it's all about, and that must be the main thing for real estate is referrals.
It's all
Marketing,
referral based.
Yeah, marketing works great, but it's still going to be a lot about referrals. And
And people forget about you. They forget about you in a day. If you don't have stuff, that's why, I mean, I market, I mean, I have my, I mean, especially my Avon team, you know, I mean, we have weekly meetings, but I'm like, I tell them consistently, you got to put your information in front of people on a consistent basis. Like whatever you're marketing with, if it's your face or a logo or color or whatever it is. I mean, most people around here, they're going to start knowing when they see our Excellence Lawn Service logo. I put that on every single thing I send out, every piece of mail, if they get a bill, everything. It has that on there. It's a recognition. And you know, with marketing, that's how it is. I mean, how often you might have not heard that Pepto-Bismol commercial in about 40 years, but I can promise you, you can Pepto-Bismol, oh, what a relief it is. You know, I mean, like everybody knows that. I mean, you've heard it a million times at one point. So, I mean, there's just things that's daily. Yeah, daily habits. I mean, and if you're using Shuffle, it's on your card. If you're putting on social media, do it consistently. Share it when you're out and make it a habit. Like Lisa said, the most important thing when she got me started on this, because she said, oh, you got to use this. This is pretty cool. I had used the digital card before. I never used it. I paid for it like almost for a year. And I'm like, this is such a waste of money. I've never even used it. And I canceled it. I don't even remember what the company was. I said, I don't know if I'm going to use a digital card. She's like, oh no, it does a whole lot more than that. I shouldn't have a clue. She just tells me that because she knows that's what I want to hear. So I go, all right, let me get on it. So I get and signed up, and it was 20, it was 10, then it was 20. I mean, like it altered for a minute while they got it figured out because it was brand new. But I sat down at least twice a week and I did the training on the help section. I would bring it up and I'm like, oh my God, I told you, you know what that does? Did you know you could do this? And she's like, I made a card. She goes, I have my same card. So now, you know, when we decided to do the trainings, it's a lot of fun because, you know, There is so much, but I just swore to myself that I was going to use it and I was going to learn how to use it and make sure I used it correctly. And that's what I did. So you commit it to yourself that you're not going to just pay $10 and not get like $1,000 out of it.
Just think though, there's a strategy to this and to send out cards to Avon, to all of it. Now this is, and I see people do this all the time and I want to go, hey, there's a different fork you could take here. The strategy is you send out 10, let's use Shuffle for an example. I shared my Shuffle card with 10 people. I didn't happen to get any business from those 10 people. The person sitting here has a choice to make. The regular person that's earning no money in this industry says, I'm going to quit because I didn't get any business from those 10 people. The people that are making all kinds of money in this business say, I better send it out to double that or triple that if I want to get a response. It's that simple.
It's that
Instead of
simple.
quitting, they double or triple how many people they send it to. There's a fork in the road there. And you'll see a lot of people say that. They'll, well, I sent it out to 20 people. Well, then do 40. Do 80, do 100, do as many as it takes until you get some traction, because that's the way this is. That's the way marketing is. And that's true for Avon, Send Out Card. That's true for every single business that you're in. You can send it out to 2 people and sit around waiting for those 2 to do something. Or you could send it out to 2, 4, 6, 8, just keep going.
Right. I mean, and this is the type of, this is the type of thing that, like, as far as I'm concerned, if you want multiple streams of income, which in today's world, if you didn't learn that in March, people that didn't have multiple forms of income were drowning. Their jobs laid them off right away. It was not like, oh, it just, it came to a halt because maybe they only had one job, or maybe there was only 2 people in their house that worked one job. So when you have the multiple sources of income, and this hit, money went up. I mean, I made more money so far this year than I've made before because I had streams in place that benefited. So something like Send Out Cards that really people weren't even really paying much attention to really skyrocketed because they're like, oh my God, this is a wonderful way to reach people right now. You couldn't even go to the store and pick out a card if you wanted to, because you couldn't get to the stores were closed, okay? Or they didn't want you in that aisle because you're going to stand too close to people. So if they were open, they blocked them off, right? So there you go with that one. This one, nobody wants your information. I have had people not want to take a book or a card from me because of COVID. They're going to collect it on their fingers. So this, I can just get their information and digitally send them my information. That's simple. So that Shuffle has taken off. And the communication with people being not able to get out, if you were doing sales of any kind, that should have taken off regardless. If you weren't figuring out ways to get around it, then you were just sitting around not figuring out ways. But everybody was at home, trying to figure out what they were going to do or who they were going to see. Zoom meetings took off. I mean, so, you really do. And I know Lisa gets asked this question. How do you handle so many types of businesses? How do you stay organized? How do you keep that going? These are the tools that help you. They have follow-up reminders. You can use it with your other business. That's the stuff that makes it possible. So doing this training like this and learning from how we're using it and going out and sharing with other people. And then I put this all on my YouTube channel so you can go in there, grab it later, share it out to some people, if you want to share it, the training out, or they just want to go in there and look at it, just tell them, here's my link, here's my card, whatever. And utilize this to go find more people.
I get that question a lot too. I intentionally chose things that for the most part don't overlap each other in what they offer. So and Shuffle and Send Out Cards are both tools that I use for the other businesses. So I think it's certainly doable to, and absolutely smart, because when all of a sudden we weren't going to ship, the other companies were shipping, or it could have happened the other way around. So I think having a little buffet of businesses isn't a bad idea. And Shuffle is just an awesome one to add. It's all digital. You're not even shipping anything. You're not shipping, so you don't have to worry that they'll shut down from shipping. And there's so many businesses that could utilize this. I was just thinking what would be a good one would be people that do, bed and breakfast. Because they can follow pictures in the carousel.
The carousel, that's the word. I couldn't think of the word.
I usually say the spinny thing, but the carousel could have pictures of the rooms that
Yep.
they have at a bed and breakfast. I mean, there's just so many things that could use shuffle. It's just funny that this
Mhm.
particular tool is actually nothing to do with direct sales, but fits really well in direct sales.
Yep.
And it also fits really well in a bunch of other stuff. I gotta show it to my dentist. I'm going there next month. I'm gonna go show her.
Yeah,
It's
because
perfect-
everybody
perfect
uses
for that.
Everybody has
Yeah.
a phone in their hand. That's one thing you can be positively 100% sure of every single day, that the people you're talking to, that
Have a phone.
more than 100% of the time have their phone on them. So, you're good with that. But
Hey, just
I'm
think a
gonna stop-
hairdresser, in the carousel could put hairdos that she's done.
Oh, yes. And do you like this one? Do you like that one? Do you like this one?
Yes.
Yep. And most
Yes.
of them use those apps now to make all their appointments. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a link. So here's your link to make an appointment in Booksy or whatever it is they use, so that they can go right into there and do that. So, well, if you're
Perfect.
watching this recording and you are interested in starting up a Shuffle account, please use the link of whomever it is that shared it with you, so that you can come and join us, because it is on here. And we do this every Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The links are in our group as well, which are on Facebook. So if you want that information, just ask anybody who shared it, because most of all of us are in here. But I'm going to stop the recording, so it's just an hour, and then share something fun. So hold on. It pays to come to the meetings. That's what I say all the time.